Hi, I'm Susan. If you have a lot of content to cover in a number of contexts, this student engagement technique, SET, Jigsaws, is a great activity. It promotes cooperative learning. Suppose your lesson is about social work approaches. Here is how a jigsaw activity works. Step 1. In step 1, you group 4 students together, with each group exploring one approach. They become the expert on that topic, working together to bring themselves up to shared knowledge. Step 2. In step 2, you break the groups apart and put them back together, like a jigsaw puzzle, so that each group has an expert about each topic. In each group, they teach each other about their approach. In the end, every student has learnt about each social work practice. Step 3. In subsequent classes, after students are experts, the instructor is to lead whole class discussions to compare and debrief the key points. This includes reflections, demonstrations of understanding, i.e. quizzes, to assess their learning. Medicine wheel. This is what I am looking for to integrate Indigenous practices of cooperative learning. This is a similar method of medicine wheel where the 4 quadrants are set up: emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual, to generate collaborative discussions and stimulate ideas. Then groups can circulate to share their knowledge. This led to the Indigenous practices of circle talk. It promotes equal student participation to catalyze discussions and explorations. Instead of long-winded lecturing about social work practices from the instructor, there are 4 student-led conversations happening. A word of caution: do not overuse, or else students will start to think they are doing the work for you. Except there is a whole lot of teacher planning and choreographing, which I will discuss. Barkley also gives variations of the technique for online learning. Instructor's responsibilities. Firstly, it is goal-directed. The instructor's role is to prepare the students. Be clear on the expectations and what the purpose is of the activity right at the start. Teachers must teach some matters in depth in which the student has background knowledge to draw out and work with that pre-existing understanding. Secondly, resources and supports. Consider the flow between sections. Either the teacher creates guiding questions or collaborates with the students. It should be simple and complex enough for students to teach it. Students are provided comprehensive resources to use. Third, productive. Students must feel mastery to move to a new group and share their knowledge. There is enough time to work on the project. The ultimate goal is for us to have a class-wide discussion. The jigsaw activity should not only prepare the student to share their expertise, but to discover how intertwined those themes are in social work practices. Fourth, assessment. There would be a follow-up activity, whether it is a case study, reflective writing, or quiz or test. Also, consider anonymous surveys from the students. How useful is the activity? Does it deepen their understanding? Is it effective for their class time? How can it be improved? Expectations of the students. Expectations of the students. Knowledge, skills, and creativity are interdependent on each other. The role of the student is to be an expert or teacher, be open to learning in a new way, actively participate in the SET. This type of SET can also take the form of online forums, design, and present. Students must support each other to become experts. Advantages and disadvantages. One of the advantages of this SET that appealed to me was that it created benefits of cooperative learning to connect social work-specific skills. It is useful for problem solving, exploring provocative questions, and comparing intervention approaches. One thing I love about these jigsaw activities is that every student has a well-defined job to share their expertise in Step 2. This gives them the opportunity to make critical contributions to the discussions. However, Jigsaw is challenging for students who are not comfortable with collaborative and leadership learning when using this technique means a level of trust and preparation. Barkley suggests SET 30 to help students to develop paraphrasing and reflection skills before this SET. Research shows jigsaws showed a decrease in stereotyping and cliques in student groups. It also showed higher levels of self-esteem, performed better on exams, and mixed with students of other diversities. There is also increased empathetic role-taking. Students were able to understand things from another student's perspective. Thank you for watching.